Welcome back, everybody. DJ Numismatics back again with another nickel box hunt. I looked at it. I didn't see no silver, no buffaloes. It does have the holes on the other edge, but my eyes are getting kind of bad, so I didn't even try to peek through those holes. There's a lot of older ends on there, so hopefully we find something decent to fill the album with. And while I was at the bank, I got a few other things that I was just going to open on my own. But you know what? I'll open them with you guys, because the one time that I open something like this alone is going to be the one time I find something amazing. So let's see if we can find something amazing. We'll start off with these dollar coins. And the way I search my dollar coins, I go through them, pull out all the Susan B. Anthony's, and then I look at all the edges. And anything missing edge lettering, I pull aside and I look through them after I sort the ones with edge lettering. I don't look for no major doubling or major die cracks or anything major on these. I just look for the 2000p, Wounded, Eagle, Cheerios dollar, and a few different Susan B. Anthony's. And then of course I do believe 2009 Sacagaweas also had an error where they didn't have any date on them because they forgot to put the edge lettering on them. So I look for those too. So that being said, looks like we got a 2000 pre-2009 there. So let me go ahead and crack into these rolls, and I'll pull out all my finds and I'll show you after I get done with these 3 rolls. See you soon. Well, as expected, I didn't find nothing in the dollar coins. 10 Susan B's, I think 2 of them were 1980s, and 11 2000Ps. None of them, of course, uber expensive. So let's see what we can find in those 3 rolls of halves. Hopefully we'll find something good. You never know. Well, I got a stack of 72s, 71Ds, 73Ds, and 74Ds over here. But if you look right here, give me a second, let me set up my tripod. It's easier to do with my tripod. I'm on roll 3, and that edge looks really thick and really nice, so I think we might have a proof here. And we do. Looks like it's in decent shape. Let's see if we can get you a close-up on it. The back is in pretty nice shape yet. Let's see what year we got. 1978. A little bit of wear on the cheek there. A couple little dings. But in pretty decent shape. 1978. S. Non-silver, of course. As you can tell by the edge. Well, let me get through this roll, and I'll go through these that I have sitting off to the side for see if we can find any varieties, and I'll bring you in if we got one. Well, the varieties, or the years for varieties, came up nothing, but we did get that one 78S proof, so kind of glad to find something at least in 3 rolls. Not too bad, and it's actually in pretty good shape. So let's see what we can find, and 4 rolls of quarters. Well, the quarters were a bust too, so we're stuck with just one proof 78S. So let's move on to the main event. Let's go ahead and search a box of nickels and hopefully fill 1 or 2 slots in the album. First roll on the first find is going to be from the 50s. We got a 1957 from Denver. Second roll, and we're going to have a second find. We've got a 1951 from Denver. Same roll, and we got a 1959 from Philadelphia. We're on roll 3, and we've got another 1959. This time from Denver. A few coins later, we got another 1959. This must be the box of 1959s, because this is about 3rd now? This time again from Denver. We're on roll 6, and we've got another 1959. This time from Denver again. We're on roll number 8, and you'll never guess what year we got. Yep, 1959. Denver again. We're on roll 13, and we finally got something that's not a 59. It's 10 years earlier than that. Got our first 40s, and it's in 1949 from Denver. I'll check that for the D over S, and if we got it, I'll bring you back in. I just cracked open roll 14, and I wasn't sure. It was an ender, and I wasn't sure what the heck it was. I started looking closer after I got it open, and it's a Buffalo nickel that has been put through heck, it looks like. I'm thinking maybe somebody had turned this into a button at one point in time. It is in horrible shape. I'm thinking it was at one point in time a button, or most likely a button. There's definitely no date there whatsoever that I can see. I'll put it under the scope to see a little closer, but looking at the back, it's definitely a Type 2, so you can't even make out the back. There's definitely, I think it may have been a button. Let me put it under the scope and see if I can maybe see a date on that thing. I'll be back. Well, I did a little wiping on the area. Since it's so hammered, I don't even care if it's been cleaned or not. And I do believe it is in 1936. I flipped it over. I got some pretty heavy cleaner that I might use on this thing and see if I can, at least, because it's obviously destroyed. But it's in 1936. I do believe it's a Philadelphia in horrible shape. Like I said, I do believe somebody made, at one point in time, a button out of this one. So, let's move on and see if we can find anything else. Oldest one in the box so far, 1936 Buffalo. Even in horrible shape, I'll take a Buffalo any day. We're on roll 15, and we're going to have another 40s nickel. And that is in 1948 from Denver. And while I got you here, I seen a date a little ways back here. Where is it here? I think that's it right there, ain't it? 1956. I do believe, and it is. We've got a 1956 from Philly in crusty shape as well. Roll 18, and we've got another 1949. I do believe, yes, this time out of Philadelphia. We're on roll 24, and we got another 40s. This one is in 1947 from Philly. A couple coins later, and we got a 1957 from Denver. We're on roll 30, and we got a 1954 San Francisco. Same roll, and we got a foreign. We got a 1991 Canadian. We're on roll 35, and we've got head and ender, and it is a fiddle focus here, 1951 from Denver. And then, kind of ironic, I seen another date here. Let's see if I can find it again. Where was it? Give me 2 seconds. Right there. And if you can see it, we got another 1951. This one is from Philadelphia. Same roll, and we got another 1950s, and it's a 55. Let's flip it and see if we got a mint mark. And we do. It's a Denver. I'll check for that for the D over S off camera, and if I got it, I'll bring you in. We're on roll 45, and we're going to have our oldest Jefferson in the box. That's a 1939. hopefully there isn't a mint mark. Let's see. I mean, there is a mint mark, but there isn't. It's a Philadelphia. I'll check it for the double off screen, and if I got it, I'll bring you in. We're on roll 50, and we're going to have another 1957. Or 58, sorry. From Denver. But if you look, we've got another Indian. Or Buffalo, sorry. This one you can definitely see the date on it. That's a 1936 from Philly. It's got pretty good horn detail yet on it. A little dirty, but that's my second Buffalo of the box so far. Alright, let me go ahead and finish up this roll, and I'll lay out my finds and then break out the albums. Well, for nickel box hunts, it wasn't too terribly bad. I did come up with two. Let's see if I can get them here. 2009s. We got the Canadian. One from 39. Jefferson anyways. We got the two Buffaloes. I do believe they're both 36s. The one is hammered and the one is in pretty decent shape. We only found 4 from the 40s. 14 from the 50s. Including, I think, 12 of those are 59s, if I remember right. And then a stack to check against the album. Let me pull out the albums, and we'll go and see if we get any upgrades. No fills, but 2 Buffaloes in a box. Can't go wrong with that. Well, in the first book, we're going to upgrade the 91D. It is slightly better, and it's got better luster to it, so we're going to throw that one in there. This 75D. If you look at it, right around the ear there, it's really flat and a little slightly worn, and this one's just a little bit better. Not much of an upgrade, but it's going in there. And over here, the 62D that I just found is hair detail, and the overall look of the coin is a lot better, so we're going to upgrade 3 in this book. Let me pop those in and we'll move on to the next. Well, the second album, nothing upgraded, so we're still down 4 slots on it. But as for nickel boxes, 2 Buffaloes, one being a complete oddity, most likely a button. It was a pretty decent hunt. So hopefully my next box that I'm going to go pick up here in about another hour or so will have something to fill this album. We're getting down there. 4 left. All pretty rare, so they may take quite a few more boxes. So like always, I'm going to post a link right up here for my eBay page. Check it out. I put some of my finds on there. You might need it. You never know. And I'll also post a link down below for the site that I look up some of the varieties on. So hopefully it's not too slippery out there like it is here. It's snowing pretty decently here. So until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay warm, and happy hunting.